explain in words how good it felt to throw out my work files and leave the stress and anxiety behind. The clock is ticking and I need to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with all of this in my car. That's what I'm gonna be doing all day, is going through boxes and figuring out what to get rid of, what I need, what I don't need. When I first moved out here, I went through all of my things, and now after living with those things that I chose to keep for, 9 months now, I can kind of reassess and decide if some of those things were actually as necessary as I thought they were. It's gonna be raining for the next 4 days, which makes sense because it's just been ridiculously beautiful out lately. So I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can today. I won't be scrambling to rainfall, pulling everything out of my car, going through it, because that just sounds like a nightmare. On the trunk of my car are the clothes I'm keeping. And on the hood of my car are the clothes that I'm saying goodbye to. Of course, I have way more in the keeping pile than the see you later one. What was it again that I said would be like a nightmare? So I'm wet and gross, but I'm getting it done. Cute. After cleaning and organizing the car, it was time to completely empty out the van to get her ready to be dropped off at Dirtbag Conversions in Bend for Ruby's 2-month makeover. It was a bittersweet moment reflecting back on the time spent living out of this unconverted van, brushing my teeth with a coffee cup, topping off the air mattress, sleeping in layers, lots of ramen. I've learned a lot and continue to test my comfort zone as I plan for what's ahead.
Your house. God, I hate haters. I'm sorry, but if you can't keep your own shit together, stay the fuck out of mine. It ain't supposed to be unzipped like this. That's where it's supposed to be, because that way the kiddies can get in.
I dropped Ruby off at the van conversion shop, and it took about 3 hours to go over all the details of the build. We talked about what materials would be used, logistics of storage, and the compromises I would have to make to fit the necessities like the water tank, pump, batteries, all that good stuff. We even got into the smaller details, like where I want my light switches and outlets to be, the size of the cabinets and drawers, and how big or small I wanted the cedar planks to be on the ceiling. It's a lot to think about, and I made more decisions in that one day than I think I have over the course of a few months. I'm working with Kevin, who owns Dirtbag Conversions. He has a lot of experience with van conversions and even used to do this in Germany. He was receptive to all my ideas, and so I'm super pumped to see how it all turns out.
Memories, well, you'll remember me back. I think I saw you in a dream, or something. Don't know what you mean to me, but I think I'm gonna take the lead.
The road to lead to the hot springs was closed, so we found another way to get to the hot springs, which you had to cross over 2 bridges and go down a really long dirt road. But we made it, so we're walking towards the springs now. I don't know how long of a walk it is, but it's beautiful outside. It's like 6 a.m. It's almost 6 a.m.
It is 6 a.m.
Early bird catches the worm.
It's supposed to be a beautiful day today. Also, it was supposed to be a 7-mile straight shot down the road that would have taken us about 20 minutes max. How long did it just take us?
About an hour. It's obviously gonna be worth it.
Be like me and pay your fee.
Spittle bugs. I learned about these recently. They just look like a bunch of foam on the leaves. This is probably a bunch of them. This one is like 1 or 2 of them. But inside these little foam bubbles, there's like a little grub worm thing.
After spending the morning at the springs, we drove south and car camped for the next couple of days. It was nice to wake up with the sun and fall asleep under the stars. I always feel more connected to myself and the world around me when living this way. Bats flew above the campsite as the sun was setting, and I always had this perception of bats being scary. I guess I was wrong. These next days gave me the opportunity to slow down and appreciate this moment of nothingness, when these moments of inspiration used to be so few and far between.